Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now on this video, I'll be sharing with you how to change your life by changing your definitions. Now, this is something that I think is just so important, and it really allows us to see that we are giving the meaning to many of the things, if not all the things, that we experience in our life. That most ideas, or all ideas, are neutral until we impose the meaning onto it as to what things mean. Now, with the power of knowing this, it's very liberating because it makes us aware that we can, in a way, change our state by changing what things mean or by changing our focus. And many times when it comes to understanding that our beliefs are creating our reality, that when we come to know this, what we can then decide is what we choose to believe to be true. Now, a lot of these beliefs might be on autopilot, they might be in the subconscious, but in order to make those go from the subconscious to the conscious, it's a matter of questioning what we believe to be true and understanding that as we question it, we then loosen up those rigid beliefs that hold us back and we allow ourselves to then be who we prefer to be. It really can be that simple of just simply becoming aware of those unconscious beliefs and then being who we choose to be. Now, what I want to do is really quick show you guys an example of how our beliefs are blind to us and how our definitions that we impose we are blind to. Now, I'm going to read a comment that I got the other day on the YouTube channel, and when I read this, I'm not talking down to the person, I'm not like dissing on it in any way. I just want you guys to know that this is really just about becoming aware of the things that are like just part of the way we see the world, like the way we define it. And the question is from someone that asks, I want to attract a girl, but every girl at my school is a hoe. Is there a way I can change this reality? Now, the presupposition, or what is pre-imposed on the question, is that thinking that at school, every girl is a hoe. It's just part of the way the school is. And even though I've never been to the school, the idea behind it and what I said was, it's a very simple fix. The definition of every girl being a hoe is paradoxically keeping all the other girls invisible to you in a certain way. It's like you get almost a skewed sample because when you go to school, you are having the definition and the belief that every girl is that way. Therefore, you will only perceive of those people because it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, the funny thing is all the other girls are there that could reflect that back to this person of not every girl is that way, but we don't even perceive of it if we're in that mind frame. So the idea is that the simple way of fixing it is to realize that many times we go out into the world and we have that skewed sample because we impose these definitions that continue to reflect that back to us. And it could be even girls that are attracted to a certain type of guy that's maybe an asshole or treats them a certain way. But the idea behind that is if they have a blanket statement that says this is the way every guy is or this is just how guys are, all the other guys are there. It's just that a lot of times it's on autopilot and it's just the way they see the world, so they don't perceive of it. So the idea is to look at the questions, and when we look at the question we're asking, we can ask ourselves, is this true? Just simply, when we look at that and we say, why is every girl a hoe at my school? We can say, become aware of it. We can learn to look at the question and we could say, is this true? Okay, well, maybe I'm just seeing a certain number and a certain type of girl because of the way that my focus is. And then we start to loosen up those definitions. Now, the idea behind this is that if you loosen up your definitions and those blanket statements, it can change everything, because everything that you perceive on the outside has to do with the beliefs we have and the definitions that we have. When we loosen up those definitions, everything begins begins to change. So it's a matter of simply becoming aware of the definitions of the wording that you're using, and as you do that, you then gain an ability to see outside of the box, to see outside of the rigidness of the way that we think. And a lot of the questions that I get on my YouTube channel have to do with those definitions imposed inside the question, and the power and the ability to change that is just to become aware of what we're thinking. Not to think that what we're thinking is the way that reality works, but to actually question it and just ask ourselves, is this true? Do I prefer to believe this? Is this the way the world really works? Or is it a skewed sample based on something I am imposing? And the main power of this video is knowing that you can question your definitions, that if you simply ask yourself, is this true? Does this have to be my experience? You will then allow yourself to move beyond that. And then as you change your definition, as you change your belief, everything on the outside will begin to change, because the outside is a projection of what we believe to be true. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you guys on the next vid. Peace, much love, namaste. Alright, bye.